I wanted to take my girlfriend to the seafood restaurant I looked up on Google for our anniversary. Pictures of large crustaceans flooded the entire website. But what really caught my eye was the picture of a couple. The man was down on his knees presenting a velvet ring box in front of the woman who shed tears of joy. It was the perfect marriage proposal, and this time it would be my turn. I made a reservation on a Wednesday evening, after confirming that my girlfriend was free because I thought booking on a Wednesday would help us avoid the huge crowd. So I picked up my girlfriend from work and we went to a restaurant called Red Lobster. When we arrived there, everything was going smoothly. We were ushered by one of the servers who cordially led us to our seats. The plan was that I would order the most enormous lobsters on the menu, and as soon as we had our meal, I would kneel down and propose to her. As we skimmed through the menu, my girlfriend complimented me for choosing the perfect place, so naturally I was filled with joy, confident she would love my big surprise right at the end. Moments later, a waitress approached our table. She had a corpulent physique. Her body smelled of rotten fish. Her hair was left in disarray and her uniform was seemingly too tight for her body, built with buttons almost giving way. She looked at my girlfriend and me with disgust. Instinctively, I wanted to ask her what her problem was, but didn't really want to ruin the mood, so I let it go. Then, pouting her lips, she said,
"Let me guess, you're here for this month's special?"
I didn't like her tone, but I proceeded to respond kindly, saying, "Oh, yes, please. 2 giant lobsters for me and my special lady. And could you kindly add some shrimp balls, onion rings, and grilled squid too? Thank you." She snickered as she jotted down our order. My girlfriend must have noticed my growing infuriation because she gently held my hand and extended an affable smile to calm me down. Then the waitress spoke again and said,
"Would that be all?"
I nodded, trying to suppress my anger. Then, just when I thought she would turn away and head back to the kitchen, with her arms akimbo, she added,
"It's gonna take 35 minutes for the squid, shrimp, onion rings, and the lobsters. So I hope Miss Piggy over here can wait."
Conversation with my girlfriend. Then, moments later, I noticed the same impertinent waitress approach our table, laying down the shrimp balls, grilled squid, and onion rings. In a split second, all that fury came back to me, and so I said, "I thought I specifically told you to hand over the job to another waitress. Which part of my request did you not understand?"
Hey! Shut your pie hole! We're currently understaffed. You've got the food you wanted, didn't you? Now sit down like Miss Piggy over here.
"I thought I specifically told you to hand over the job to another waitress. Which part of my request did you not understand?"
Hey! Shut your pie hole! We're currently understaffed. You've got the food you wanted, didn't you? Now sit down like Miss Piggy over here. She replied without a tinge of remorse. This evening was a mess. There was no way I could propose to her in this situation. "I've had enough already! I want to talk to your manager now!" My voice was much louder than before, and I didn't care if we caught anyone else's attention at this point. The server from earlier approached me and asked, "I'm sorry, sir, what seems to be the problem here?" "The problem, you say? The problem is that my girlfriend and I just want to enjoy our dinner, but this waitress keeps coming back with a bag of insults." "I'm sorry, sir, what seems to be the problem here?" "I've had enough already! I want to talk to your manager now!" Turned into spontaneous combustion. Dragged her back to the kitchen about with the lobsters before the waitress took them back to the kitchen to have them cooked. We waited in anticipation. Then, when the waitress served the cooked lobsters, they both came in giant plates covered by gargantuan cloches. I was a tad suspicious because of the sounds emanating from the silver tableware in front of me, but decided to shrug it off. The waitress removed the cloche and said, "Enjoy your lobster." Oh my God!
Then it came at me faster than I could dodge it. Later, the waitress came back.
You actually have to train as a host for several months before they let you become a server. I didn't know this until I'd already been hired on as a server, and then got stuck in a totally different job. Basically, what this means is your bosses have an excuse to withhold your share of the tips while you get paid less than minimum wage to stand in front of the entrance and greet every single customer that comes through the door. Sounds like an easy job, as long as you're not socially inept. And it is easy most days. When it's not busy, much of the time in a day is spent chilling in silence with the lobsters in the tank by the front door. I always found it weird how they keep them on display. If you didn't know, those lobsters really water away from her.
I'm still thirsty. That's odd. Wasn't the punch bowl right here a few seconds ago? It's probably an animation error. That fourth wall breakage was just blatant. You're probably seeing things. Seeing things that did not sound good.
Something about this ghost.
Into the water, splashing everyone within a 10-foot radius. The lobsters scurried away from her, but they couldn't get far. Everyone in the restaurant could do.
Members were interviewed.
Something inside me. I was going to win.
What are you doing? Run faster!
I learned how to play. The bad man stole my honeycomb. No, I didn't.
Well, if you two don't pipe down, I'm gonna blast both of ya! Now, grab your tins and spread out!
Yes, ma'am. Sucker. Wait a minute. This isn't mine. Give it back, you little...
That's it!
As good as I was, though, I must admit,
Exactly as I'd hoped.
At the time, I had very little understanding of the choice I made. But as I grew up, I knew it was the right one.